Okay, we're recording, and this is XCT. It's been a hard 2 or 3 weeks scraping and painting. Dang, that's hard work. But this is Sunday evening, the 26th of July. We're getting ready to leave a week from today. But by golly, these old houses are painted. The shadows, such you can't really tell much there. But they're not only painted, they're very much scraped because I didn't keep the painting up. I just need to bite the bullet in the future and hire somebody at the right time, because it's just too much for me, and it wasn't right how much our son put in over here scraping and painting. It certainly did make the old houses look better. Lawns have been mowed. There's the other house. We got her all. Since we're getting ready to leave, just wanted to show a number of things. Now, these are those pole beans I planted, was so proud of. Now, the dad-burn things have blooms on them. That little thing that's white right there, that's a bloom. There's some more blooms. And I tell you, there's been blooms and blooms and blooms, and for whatever reason, I have no idea what, I have looked and looked and looked and never found a bean. It would appear that as a bean farmer, I'm a total loss. Don't understand why. Don't think it was anything that it did or didn't do. Same way, that's a tomato plant. And that little yellow thing right there is a tomato bloom. And up and down the line is quite a few tomato plants getting fair-sized. Should have tomatoes hanging on them. Haven't seen a single tomato. Again, see a number of blooms. No, not one. Not even one actual tomato. Well, heck, who knows? Maybe after we leave, the young man that's renting this house behind me may come out here and find these tomato plants with tomatoes. I don't know. I just don't know. Can't even imagine what's going on. But we've tried to make it a kind of a prettier thing. There's a hollyhock, about as scrawny a hollyhock as I've ever seen, but at least it's blooming. And this old tire's got a few flowers blooming in it. And one of the fellows over at the senior center said, "Do you know what cannas are?" Yes, I know what a canna is. We even took some canna bulbs from here back to Kansas, or to Arizona. But next spring, probably before we get here, they'll come and go. I think he gave me enough that there's about, I don't know, 15 or 20 canna plants coming along. By George, I hope they won't be like the beans. I hope they'll actually bloom. There's cannas along this part of the house. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's more out towards the back. Little old houses, probably older than I am. Well, that's getting pretty old, so I don't know about that. Got a couple of empty cans drying out here on the posts. It has been something to paint and paint and paint. Grandkids were over, great-grandkids, and they said, "What, Grandpa, why did you paint the grass?" Well, I didn't. But my son did. As he cleaned out his machine, he did indeed paint some of the grass. I suspect it don't hurt any. Probably goes right on up and roll it off a time or two. Don't have any more paint to dry. But it was an experience. This little shed had a little paint left over as we finished the houses. Boy, I decided paint on the shed. Paint until it's gone. I kid, I got a tiger here guarding my shed. Of course, it's just foolishness, but it's kind of fun to say such things. Well, anyway, the paint has all been painted. The buckets will soon be in a dump. And by golly, I think I'm through as a painter. Getting ready to leave. Already covered one of the air conditioners. That's it for this time.